Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you? I hope you are doing fine. If this is your first time to be here, this is Nourishing House, and I'm Olive Ladus. I hope all of you are doing well wherever you are watching us. Even if the economy is not easy on us, keep pushing, and God is gonna make the way. Today we have prepared something special, and for me, I always remember that flavor scent from my childhood and a secret recipe from my mother. I always remember that scent of a very greenish soup, and that one is Isombe. Of course, in my language we call it Isombe, and some people know it as Pondu. And in English simply is Cassava Leaves soup. Let's dive into it.
Imagine a leafy green that travels across continents, changing names and flavors, but always bringing people together. This is the story of Cassava Leaves, a culinary gem that goes by different names and tastes just as diverse across the globe. Let's start in the heart of Africa, Rwanda. Here, cassava leaves are called Isombe. The preparation is unique. Cassava leaves are often pounded into a paste, giving it a creamy texture. It's typically mixed with onion, garlic, and often a touch of peanut paste for depth. Sometimes meat is added, but just as often, Isombe is served without it, allowing the simple, local ingredients to shine. It's a meal that embodies the harmony of these ingredients, elevated by the care that goes into every step of its preparation. Neighboring Rwanda, we find ourselves in Burundi, where cassava leaves are also cherished in a similar way. Here, they are called som. Much like in Rwanda, the leaves are pounded and cooked with a blend of onions, garlic, and often a bit of peanut paste, which gives the dish its signature richness. In Burundi, som can be prepared with or without meat, making it versatile, yet always deeply tied to the tradition of using fresh, local ingredients. The cooking of som is a communal event, reflecting the warmth and unity of Burundian households. Head over to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where it's known as Pondu. Pondu is more than just a dish. It's a reflection of community and comfort. Families gather around steaming pots, cooking the leaves slowly with rich palm oil, garlic, and chilies, often adding fish or meat to make the dish even heartier. The aroma fills the air, and it's a familiar warmth that's passed down through generations. In Congo, food is storytelling, and Pondu tells the story of resilience, of making something extraordinary out of what the land offers. Travel further east to Tanzania and Kenya, where cassava leaves are called Kisamvu. The Swahili coast adds its own twist, often cooking the leaves with coconut milk, creating a balance of earthiness and sweetness that is distinctly coastal. Kisamvu can be cooked either with or without meat, depending on the occasion and what's available, but the coconut milk always brings a rich, comforting taste. Kisamvu is more than just food. It's a connection to the ocean, to the rhythm of life in coastal towns, where each meal is a celebration of what nature provides. But the story doesn't stop in East Africa. In Sierra Leone and Liberia, we find cassava leaf dishes that are vibrant, spicy, and hearty. In these West African countries, cassava leaves are almost always cooked with meats such as goat, beef, or chicken, alongside peppers and spices, turning it into a rich stew that's both comforting and filling. It's a dish shared during special occasions, a reminder of the importance of family and heritage. And then, halfway across the world, cassava leaves make their way to Southeast Asia. In Indonesia, they're called Daun Singkong. Cooked with turmeric, lemongrass, and other fragrant spices, they carry the unmistakable flavors of the region. Meat isn't typically used here. The focus is on the vibrant spices that bring the dish to life. Indonesian kitchens turn these leaves into something unique, adding a signature burst of color and aroma that transforms a simple ingredient into a culinary experience. Across all these countries, cassava leaves are more than just a plant. They're a shared cultural touchstone. Whether it's Isombe prepared with love in Rwanda, som simmering in Burundi, Pondu in Congo, or Daun Singkong cooked to perfection in Indonesia, each dish tells a story of place, of people, and of heritage. Cassava leaves teach us that food is a journey, a bridge between different cultures and histories. They remind us that, even though we may be oceans apart, we often share similar tastes, similar methods of cooking, and above all, a similar love for the comforting taste of home.
Now we are in the kitchen. We are going to prepare our cassava leaf soup. And of course, when we are preparing cassava leaf soup, we prepare it with meat. You know, Africans always eat meat in each food. Anyway, most of people can use it with goat meat, beef meat, even sometimes using also bones. Yeah, I remember back home we used to use bones because it gives really a very good flavorish isombe. So today let's dive into it. I have already got meat and I'm going to boil it. Of course I want to use water because later on I'm going to put cassava into it to boil for longer and cook very well. Make sure that you have washed your meat very well. And for me, when I'm boiling it, and I always like to use my ingredients, I just put 1 spoon of thyme. And because I like hot spicy food, and of course because of my fiance like hot spicy, I put first 2 small hot spicy spoons. And I will put a small pinch of paprika and Italian spices. I will also put a small half curry spices. And I will put 1 full spoon of Royco beef flavor. Anyway, I can add 1/2. So while it is still boiling, I have also to add onions, but let me prepare them. Because onions always add a very good flavor to food. I will cut them into cubes. So for this dish, I will be putting 2 onions, full onions. My onions are ready, and as you can see, it has already started boiling. I will add my onions. Don't forget always to add salt. Not too much though, because I like also to use Maggi or Knorr. At the moment I have Knorr, so I'm gonna use 2 Knorr, which means that whenever I will add the cassava leaves, I will not add at all any salt. Let's leave it to cook at least for 15 minutes. Now it's already 15 minutes, so let's check. So the meat now is almost cooked, and it's a good time to add the Isombe. So I recommend this Isombe because it doesn't really require long time to cook. Because back home, of course, we use the fresh one, and the fresh one is required to cook it like at least 4 hours or 5 hours. But in a time that you are in a hurry or you need to do other stuff, and of course you can always use this ground dried cassava leaves. You can always find it in African shops. This cassava leaves is also mixed with groundnuts, flour, and some other green vegetables like small onions and of course you have to stir and then leave it for a moment to boil. Yeah, always remember to stir because it might stick on the bottom. And of course I add red oil. You know the theory of putu putu, it means that it's really getting ready, and whenever the soup is saying or sounding putu putu putu, it means that it's really getting good. And let's test the salt if it's enough. Yes, it's really good. Even if the cassava leaf is mixed with a little bit of groundnut flour, for me I always prefer to add a little bit of groundnuts. And this is the best time to add also the onja, this one. Bring out all the taste of the cassava leaves. As now it is a little bit thick, I will add a little bit of water so that I will also add the groundnut paste. So this 1 spoon of groundnut paste is enough for me. And try to stir it so that the groundnut paste will be all over the soup. So this is how it looks like. And it is ready to eat. You can always eat isombe with white rice, or with semul, with the pounded yam, or with in Rwanda we can eat cassava leaf soup with cassava flour, what we call ubugari or gari, or simply swallow. To some people, of course, it is very shocking because imagine eating cassava leaf with cassava flour. So it is, all the ingredients are cassava. Yeah, but it is very delicious. You can try it and tell me how it is. And use the comment section to tell me how it tastes. So our isombe is ready and I'm going to eat it with semul. Let's test it. Of course, I use hands. That's how African we enjoy food. I'm in heaven. Now I feel like I'm home. It's really, really good. Please, you can also go and try the Isombe and come and tell me how it tastes. Use the comment section below. If you have been watching us without subscribing, you can click that subscribing button, and always remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can get more of our content on travel, cooking, and therapeutic tips. So this is Nourishing House, and I'm Olive Ladus. See you next time.